Hi, happy Freedom Friday. This is Roz Paul, your mindset coach, speaker, and trainer. And I am coming to you today, pre-recorded, to just share briefly what you are going to hear in the month of December. I am excited for knowing that there are amazing women out there who are willing to open themselves up to make sure that you walk in a place of success, and to make sure that, to know that things may go on in your life, but you can bounce back from them. I want to share how, number one, I was recently wrecked, and caught, I guess sidebarred, if you will, with a phone call that I received earlier in the week, from someone that I know, that I've known for a while. And he is part of my community, but it was just a quick phone call. And though it was a quick phone call, it was a phone call that I wasn't anticipating. And I knew what my prayers were and the things that I needed to accomplish and kind of work through in my life, right? And to know that this person that is in my community shared some words with me that I didn't even know that I needed to hear in that moment. But because I put myself in a position to receive from that person, it helped heal some things that was happening inside of me. It helped me to make some better and wiser decisions for my future and for my home. And it also put me in a position to reevaluate how I am going to move forward in the decision making that I plan on doing in the future. And you might be asking, geez, Roz, what's going on in your life? Well, there's many things going on in my life. But the whole point of me sharing that story is to say that sometimes we just need to hear and sit and just be in a place of receiving before we just think that, I got this. It's under control. And I know what I'm doing, and even if I don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to figure it out myself. You know what I learned after speaking with him is knowing that I don't have control. We don't have control, but we do have a choice to choose to allow God to guide us in the direction that He created us to go. And in that trust and in that faith, He brings the people in your life, and He provides, and He heals, and He is someone, a father. God is a father in our lives that puts us together to help one another, but know that ultimately He is in control. And we don't have full control as much as we want to. I know me. As much as I want to, and as much as I don't want to expose all the things that are happening in my life, I realize, though, in order for me to be free, stay in that place of freedom, stay in that place of advancing, or go in that place of advancing to new levels and what He has for me, I have to let go. I have to just let go, let my hair out, let my hair down. I'm going to let my hair down for y'all. Ah! That conversation reminded me that God is in control. But in order for Him to be in control and to do those things that are just made amazingly in my life, to have miracles come, to have lives changed, to have relationships mended, I need to let go. And I need to let my hair down. And if it's ugly, It's okay. It's okay. Hi, everyone. I know it's dark outside now, but I have to pause for a few moments to be a mom, and that's okay. So, listen, let me get straight to the point on the purpose of you hearing this Freedom Friday today. So, look, let me share what is about to take place in the month of December. It's going to be some amazing, amazing things. You know, I want to go to the place of saying that we, as children of God, as human beings, sometimes forget who we are and how to get or go from one season to another without losing our identity and without losing the direction into our purpose, right? And sometimes we need just a freaking reminder. We need a reminder that our identity is still intact, right? And that we still have a purpose to see through, right? So in the month of December, I mean, we are at the tail end, guys, and I think this should be a month of encouragement. I think that we need to sit down as women, as children of God, within our community, to just encourage one another, to give each other hope, to give each other joy, and just to say that we can make it through this. We're not alone. Christ is with us, and we have each other as well, as children, as family, to get through this month and know that we are going to have an amazing 2019. But listen, during this month, I want to encourage you. During this month, I want to share with you the amazing women who has impacted my life and who I've watched grown and stay in who they are and be real for who they are. And though seasons may have been tough, and though things may not have looked the way that they thought it was going to be in a natural realm, they still got through it. You know what I'm saying? So here's the deal. The month of December, my community is opening their hearts, if you will, for them to share how they got through it. They're going to share how, things have been a little bit shaken, but they still kept their identity intact. And maybe they lost it along the way. They're going to share that with you. They're going to share with you how the purpose might have been a little, not the way they intended it to be, but God steered them in the right direction on what to do. And I think that's important. I think you need to hear from other people and actually hear the real stories that are happening, because it's not just you. It's not just you. You are not the only one that go through the crazy stuff that happens in life. Look, in my panel, in my community, I have women who's been single for a while, and now they're married with children. Can you imagine, thinking that I'm never going to get married, I'm never going to have children, what is happening here? And then they finally find their one. Are they still okay? Was it what they thought it was going to be? And how are they today? So it's good to know those parts, right? And just to hear what's going on and how they get there, right? And then I have a group of women who are still standing and single. And why do I say the word still standing? Because there are many single people that are out there that is just like, okay, it's never going to happen for me, and I just quit. I'm never going to connect with a guy. I'm never going to see, I'm never going to meet the one that has been called for me, and that's not true. But what do you do in the meantime? I think you need to hear from them. And then, last but not least, I have women who got married, right? And then they got divorced, right? And then they got remarried, and they live an amazing blended family life. it's good to know that there is hope in that. There is recovery after divorce. And that doesn't, just because you've gotten a divorce doesn't identify you. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you someone who's failed in life. But it does mean that there is hope. You are important. You are valuable. And there is purpose and life and happiness and joy in all that you do with this new family. Right? So it's good to hear from people who's conquered that and who is actually living it live and on purpose. Okay, so those are 3 big areas that I've heard from other people that are still trying to figure out, okay, where do I go from here? I am a mother who got married, have a trillion kids, 4, and I'm still living the life too. It can be challenging quite often, but at the end of the day, I love where I am. I love where I am. I know who I am, and I know my purpose. So not only will you hear from me, but you're going to hear from a panel of women. I'm calling it Sister Chat. You're going to hear our sister chats every week on Friday. I'm going to release them at 12, hopefully at 12, or at least before 7:30. So that way you have time to listen to it either during lunch, after work, on the way home, or maybe on Saturday morning. But I'll release them every Friday. And throughout the week, I will share about the people that I will be sitting at the table with and having a Starbucks with. And I think it's going to be so much fun. You don't want to miss it. So listen, each of them, again, they've had different backgrounds. Each of them have stood knowing who they are, walking elegantly through the purpose, through the season with a purpose. They walk through every season with a purpose. So I really don't want you to miss that. And, so I want you to get ready, get in position, listen to what you need to hear, because just like what I shared before, I had to get into position to receive from someone else in order to just remind me who I am. Like, where am I going with this here? And make sure that I'm on track with what God has called me to do, not what that person told me to do or shared with me, but actually from a place of remembering that, look, I'm not the only one who's gone through this. And if God can do it for everyone else on this earth, and he wants to make sure that you live this incredible life, he can do it for you if you let him. Okay? You gotta let him. So look, in my first panel next Friday, the people that I'm going to have will be the girls, or the ladies. I shouldn't call them girls, but they're going to be the ladies that were single, and now they're married with children. One of them, her name is Natalie Franklin with Diamond U. She is such a sweet fashionista. That's what she is. I call her my sweet fashionista. But she is amazing, and I know you're going to enjoy hearing from her. The next person who will be sitting at that same table at the same time will be Roz Brown, a.k.a. Rose Dose. She has a company called Sweet Treasure Creations, where she makes diaper cakes. So cute. She's my creative gal. And then the other person that will be sitting with us in that sister chat during that first Friday of December will be Kamika Miller. I consider her my sweet, strong heart. She is my sweet, soft, strong heart. And I've watched her from beginning to end just blossom. And she was always a woman of God. But man, she has grown some balls. Can I say that? Man, this girl got some bullets to her that I didn't even know could come out of a person. But you need to hear her story. You need to hear her story. So don't miss out on what's going to happen right here at Roz Paul Mindset Coach. Like it, love it, listen to it, and I am going to go. So look, let's grow together, ladies. Let's do this with uplifting, relational, and real actions. It's good for you to hear those things. Uplifting, relational, things that are real. You know, things that you can do, that you can put into place into your life. It's one thing, and I always say this, it's one thing for you to read the word, and it's one thing for you to be a child of God, and it's one thing for you to have the faith that you have in whatever religion that you're in, but then you don't even put it and apply it into your life. What's up with that? So is it really what you need to waste your time and energy in? If you're not going to use it, it's going to be gone. Okay? It's going to be gone. All right. You ever heard the term, you don't use it, then you're going to lose it? Yeah. You need to know how to use the things that are before you. All right. So look, I want you to live a whole, happy, and successful life. And in order to do that, you got to put yourself in position to receive. Okay, and I'm going to bring it to you. So guys, I thank you so much for taking the time to listen to the Freedom Friday post today. And I love you, ladies. And that's it. Guys, have a great night. Love you, bless you, and see you next week. Bye.